sitting out on the back patio under a giant moon, and there's Jupiter. It is day 2 of THORnews technical difficulties. It's been about 13 hours, I guess, total, trying to get my super duper editing program to work, Adobe Premiere. I spent some time on the phone with the Adobe people today, and they said, yeah, something had happened deep within my computer, and so I gotta get that fixed. So that was a little depressing. Kind of hoping Adobe would be able to help me. And I said, well, dude, that's kind of weird. It happened. Like I said, I was in the middle of making a Planet X video, and I gotta say, as far as my Planet X videos go, this one was gonna be super duper awesome because I was cutting together actual footage of, people from NASA or Mike Brown or Matt Egan, and anyway, painting a pretty interesting picture. So it was weird that that's when it went down. And then I'm now like 2 days into trying to get it fixed. And I've been dealing with hackers for a long time. As I've mentioned before, I think I've gone through like 4 computers now. And it looks like if I can't get this repaired, I'm about to have to get another one. So, I don't know. It's like, why do I do this? Is it for the YouTube fame and riches? There ain't no motherfucking riches, man. Like, if you were into YouTube to make money, then, you're doing video games and catering to 10-year-olds. Meaning, like, you'll be a 40-year-old dude trying to entertain 10-year-olds, which to me is really weird. Or you're, like, on the nonsensical product side of it. Or the super safe, like, I don't ever say anything negative. I'll take, like, Grace Helbig. I don't know if you guys know who she is, or all the big YouTubers, man. Most of them, you can go through like 20 of their channels, and they're never going to hit on anything that the media doesn't super agree with usually. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to have any of these people say, hey, wait a minute. I think the concept of a changing climate is far more complex than just human-caused climate change. Like, nobody's ever going to really say anything that's going to make advertisers uncomfortable. So those people probably make way better money than the people in the truth community do. And my whole thing is, man, when I started, I just love making videos. I've been making videos since I was like a 7-year-old kid. And technically then it was called 8mm film, but so I just love making videos. And when I started my whole channel, honestly, man, comedy's been my thing my whole life, because I love to laugh and I love to make people laugh, and I don't know, everybody loves comedy, everybody loves to laugh. So when I started out my channel, I was going to take my 30 years of screenwriting expertise, meaning, I don't know, I started writing screenplays when I was like 12, and teach, do a class, like a little, just, hey, how to write screenplays, and then break it all down, because really I am about as knowledgeable as far as screenwriting goes as anyone out there. And I was going to do a bunch of just stupid, silly skits, like Saturday Night Live stuff. But I fell into astronomy because A, I've always just totally loved astronomy like a kid, and B, I was just like, okay, I call it production value. Like, if I'm going to make a video, I want to make the best videos ever, and I want to not waste your time. And so there are multiple layers to a video. You've got your story, your narrative, and it should be an act 1, act 2, act 3. And then you got your visuals and your presenter. And so the idea that I could take all of NASA's stuff and use it was like, hell yeah, dude. I can take NASA's sun cameras every day and use them as my production value? I will do that because that is awesome. And from there, I started learning. I didn't know shit at the beginning. I still don't know shit now, just way more cynical. You know what I'm saying? And I think there's a little bit of soot on my NASA pom-poms from when I started. And I got shit. See, that's the whole thing. Wait, let me get back. I don't know. Lost everybody already, probs. But let me say, like, okay, when you start a YouTube channel, like now I'm tiny. I only got like 34,000 subscribers, compared to DuPad or PewDiePie or whatever. Like, that's nothing. And so I still, at this level, I get a lot of hate, a lot of anger all the time. And that I have been horrible when it comes to responding to and interacting with uh you guys. Cause like I can't tell you how many times like I work my ass off on a video, like let's say 10 hours in a video, I put it up, and within 5 minutes of me putting it up, there's some like, fucking hate you. I wish you and everyone in your family would just die. You're the worst human being on the planet. You're a liar, fearmonger. I'm like, whoa, bro. All right, man, you just hit me in the face with a bullshit sandwich that I did not deserve. Like, you displaced your anger and aggression to me. Man, I didn't do nothing to you. Honestly, at the end of the day, I'm trying to help everybody. I'm trying to be as cool as possible. And I want to be a good guy. I am a good guy. And so I ain't here fucking nobody. And so for me, just constantly to get all these wackos who are always fucking pissed off at me. And it's weird. Like, I can feel like half the flat earthers going like, man, if you don't join our team, we're going to fucking hate you and talk about how much of a shill you are and owned by the Illuminati. It's like, man, I'll tell you straight up. I can't verify if the earth is round. I can't verify if the earth is flat. So I don't know. And at the end of the day, I don't think that's the core problem that's fucking us all up. I think it's mankind hating mankind. Because almost all these problems started way before you and I were ever born. And so that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to evolve as a civilization. Like, we have everything we could ever want, ever need, right? And so we have an overabundance of that. I know they've sold you on some bullshit scarcity model, but that's a bullshit fiat currency, capitalistic, debt credit, double bookkeeping clusterfuck, man. All right, I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so I'm just saying, I'm trying to keep fucking asteroid fight club. Like, we're trying to keep civilization from collapsing, totally failing. Like, we really are one big high school, one big family. And I know I'm not the only one, but I'm saying, hey, dude, we can't fail. Like, no matter what, guys, let's just not totally fail. And to me, totally failing is allowing our global fiat currencies to collapse and ending in a period of lawlessness, or World War III, or even technically just keeping up this weird-ass status quo where there are no more screenwriters left. There are no more great bands left. There are no more great, composers left. Which everything is corporate and it's safe and everybody has to agree to the same fucking thing. And everybody hates everybody, although nobody knows everybody. Like, I don't know. I'm like, we gotta avoid those three shitty-ass options. I'm 44. And then we're either going to let this thing go off the cliff, we're going to watch as somebody directs this thing off the cliff, or it's just going to go off the cliff, or we're going to save the day. And saving the day ain't even that hard. Like, what are the biggest problems facing? Like, I guarantee you, if the world unified as a family, don't think of it as a one world order, think of it as a family. We are an earth family. And I believe in my heart, we have life within our solar system. Like, I don't know about Mars, man. Mars may have visited us early on. And that they don't like humans too much. And so to me, the concept of Earth unifying as a family, that's what we are. We are honestly all God's children, all brothers and sisters. And that we should unite. And from that, I guarantee you, we can solve the Fukushima radiation problems. We can solve the Earth wobble problems. We might even be able to solve the Planet X problems, depending on where it is and all that shit. Like, all problems could be solved if we could grow up, evolve, and get better together as people, as a family. So you can say whatever you want to. It's a family. That's who we are. And here's where we are in the state of the world today. Like, all I'm trying to do, man, is make videos. I'm trying to be funny. I'm trying to teach you, but I'm trying to update you and y'all on what is going on and what I think the real problems are. And daily, I'm under attack. And if you don't like me, there's something wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people these days take pride in having something wrong with them. You know? And so this is a really shitty spot for me, because I don't know, I get warned a lot by people that piss off. Like when I talk about things like the James Webb Space Telescope, I imagine and I know that there are chunks and companies involved with that satellite. I really do not like it when I talk about it. And they're defense contractors. Talk about like economics. A lot of the things that people don't like you talking about that. And I talk way too much about things that you're not supposed to talk about. And so people get really mad. And when people get really mad, some of them attack you. And then you got like a personal level where you just got crazy people who are like, oh my God, everything in the world is going wrong. It's still doing this wrong. Wow, people like here. It's like crazy ass people who think they're Batman coming after me. Is like, what the fuck, man? Like, at worst, I have some crazy ideas, you know, like, but I'm not a harm to anyone or the civilization. Honestly, I think I'm the opposite. I'm a benefit to all. And I hope you are too. You know, that's what I'm saying. Like, whoever's hacking me, like, I don't know, dude. You might be a benefit to yourself, but I'm trying to help everybody here. And I don't know how much time we have left. Like, if you take a real look at this world and all its problems and everything, like, and all its leaders, yeah, dude, we gotta do something. We gotta do something fast. And like I mentioned before, we had a choice in 2015, and that my gut feeling is it will start to manifest itself in 2017. And the future is what we make it. And that as a Christian, a Norse Jedi Christian, I believe our actions are important. Our actions are who we are. And that if people are using the word to justify their non-action or their false action, that don't help nobody. And so at times there's like a giant religious wall I hit where I'm like, we have to prove the future now. People are like, no, the Bible says we're supposed to let it all fall apart, and then that Satan will be burned, and in the tribulation, people will be tortured, and the Catholic Church will start the Inquisition again, and we'll be in heaven looking down, saying, you fucking sinners, ha ha, you got what you deserved. I'm like, whoa, man, no. I don't remember Jesus telling me to let the world fall apart, or just wait for him, or just hope on heaven. You know, I think it's two laws. We love God above all else. And God to me is the entire universe, the divine creator. And love our neighbor as our brother, which means we're all family. But that's the thing, is that got most of us following the golden rule, treat others as you wish to be treated. But the people who are in control are cutting throats and raping babies. And so at this point, I suggest we all figure out something that allow us to have a future together. You know, one of the things is that studying screenwriting almost my whole life is that all human beings have 7 things that all human beings can relate to, like being hungry, having dreams. I forget what they are at the moment, but so I don't know. Just letting y'all know, I still got technical problems, and that the intent behind this one was to keep me from being able to make videos, and especially make videos the way I make them, which is really, 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 really good. And that pisses me off, because making videos is one of my favorite things in the world. Like, I have fun. It's my escape. It's neat. I love it. I don't know. So somebody took that away. And so I guess I just, until I get that program back, I don't want to stop making videos. You know what I'm saying? Like by taking away Premiere. Man, that just means I can talk all day. You know what I'm saying? Whether or not you guys want to listen, I don't know. You know, maybe a lot of people will leave. But I think the astonishers will understand. I know that. And then, yeah, I promise. When I get the program back, everything running, I'll go back to making the best videos I can. But for at least another day, another half day, I'm gonna have fun putting out one take videos. Probably way too many. And I have to admit, I really enjoyed this 19-minute talk session. These are strange days indeed. It makes me sad that we're not making the progress we need to be making. I don't hate nobody. I love all y'all. Honestly, I believe we are going to make it through all this. And it's going to be way better than almost everybody ever imagined. Everybody's so focused on the negative. You know? It seems like a easy Newton pendulum swing back to super positive. And somehow we can make it float into the middle of balance to where everything works and we really have become a 20th century future society. Who knows what it's doing? Okay, so I love you guys and just letting you know that you're probably going to be seeing a lot of videos out of me in the next 12 to 24 hours again. And I guess, you know, enjoy them. Because who knows how long they're going to let me make videos, you know? I'm telling you. When Scalia went down, you guys may make fun of us, but we all heard a ring like, holy shit, the game just changed and it got worse. Man, everything got more dangerous-y, much more dangerous-er. So, I don't know. I'm out there trying to save the day, so whoever's trying to stop me from helping, you ain't helping, man. I don't think you're even helping yourself. But, you know, we're all like we were whatever we believe. So, promise the next video will at least be a little bit funnier. But, man, like I said, I leave it all in the field. And I'm cool with that. So, just know, if you can, let he who have understanding, or she, wisdom, and life. Okay, now I'm going to get off before I said too many stupid things. Okay, peace out. Thanks for listening. Ladies and gentlemen, can we talk? Sitting out on the back patio under a giant moon, and there's Jupiter. It is day 2 of THORnews technical difficulties. Spent about 13 hours, I guess, total, trying to get my super duper editing program to work, Adobe Premiere. I spent some time on the phone with the Adobe people today, and they said, yeah, something had happened deep within my computer, and so I gotta get that fixed. So that was a little depressing. Kind of hoping Adobe would be able to help me. And I said, well, dude, that's kind of weird. It happened. Like I said, I was in the middle of making a Planet X video. And I gotta say, as far as my Planet X videos go, this one was gonna be super duper awesome because I was cutting together actual footage of, you know, people from NASA or Mike Brown or Madigan. And anyway, painted a pretty interesting picture. So it was weird that that's when it went down. And then I got, I'm now like 2 days into trying to get it fixed. And I've been dealing with hackers for a long time. As I've mentioned before, I think I'm going through like 4 computers now. And it looks like if I can't get this repaired, I'm about to have to get another one. So, I don't know. It's like, why do I do this? Is it for the YouTube fame and riches? There ain't no motherfucking riches, man. Like, if you were into YouTube to make money, then, you're doing video games and catering to 10-year-olds. Meaning, like, you'll be a 40-year-old dude trying to entertain 10-year-olds, which to me is really weird. Or you're like on the nonsensical product side of it, or the super safe, like, I don't ever say anything negative. I'll take like Grace Helbig. I don't know if you guys know who she is, or all the big YouTubers, man. Most of them, you can go through like 20 of their channels and they're never going to hit on anything that the media doesn't super agree with usually. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to have any of these people say, hey, wait a minute. I think the concept of a changing climate is far more complex than just human-caused climate change. Like, nobody's ever going to really say anything that's going to make advertisers uncomfortable. So those people probably make way better money than